right, great. Well, welcome you, everyone, both here in the Turnbull Center and those of you who are joining us online. This is the College of Communication and Information Spring 2022 Honors and Awards Recognition Ceremony. It's great to have you here. My name is Steve McDowell. I'm serving as Interim Dean of the College of Communication and Information this year. And on behalf of the CCI family, we're really happy that you could join us both in person and virtually to recognize some of our great students and faculty and staff today. I want to acknowledge and thank others in the CCI family for their dedication to our students and their professionalism in daily work, especially our dedicated faculty and staff who really never stop working to give students both the guidance and experiential learning that they need to launch great careers, become prepared to participate fully in society. I also want to mention and acknowledge some of our CCI administrative team. And if you're in the audience, please stand or wave if, as I call your name. Dr. Michelle Kasmer is back here. Dr. Kasmer is our Associate Dean for Faculty Development and Advancement in the college. Dr. Marcia Martis, I'm not sure if she's, I don't see her in the room here, but if she's online, but thank you as well. Ms. Danielle Martin is Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, and Eve Randari back here is Associate Dean for Finance, Outreach, and Communication. And the Dr. Kathy Burnett is Director of the Florida State University's School of Information, or the iSchool. Dr. Carla Wood is Director of the School of Communication Science and Disorders. And Dr. Patrick Merle is the Director of the School of Communication. So we've got a great leadership team in our schools and in our college level. And it really makes a difference. As you know, the last 2 years have been unique. And we've all had to make some changes, and we've all had to kind of readjust our strategies to both get by, but also to try and do well. And so we really appreciate the leadership of our faculty, but also these faculty leaders. So it's my pleasure now to introduce Dr. Christy Coons from the iSchool as the MC for our program. Dr. Coons.
Thank you. It's so exciting to be here today, and I congratulate each one of you and am excited to participate. I, too, graduated from the School of Communication, which is what it was called many years ago in the 80s, and I also graduated from the School of Information with my master's and then got my PhD. So I've seen the ebb and flow of the schools and how they came together, the three schools, in 2009 to become the College of Communication and Information. And you certainly have a degree that's valuable in this world that we live in. You've picked a good area and a good major. There are many jobs. The degree names often change to reflect the power of your education and market yourself primarily to your new environment. So you have many opportunities. Remember that, and remember to market how well you did during the pandemic in your learning situation. We were online for 25 years at the School of Information. So we were online before there was online. All right, without further ado, again, honorees, if you're attending in person, please stand when your name is called. If you're joining us via Zoom, wave to us. All right, let's get started. First, the Outstanding Faculty and Staff Award, Dr. Jonathan Adams, Inclusive Teaching and Mentoring. Dr. Adams is committed to an inclusive teaching and research environment, has mentored many FSU students working at his lab, and teaches undergraduate and graduate students alike with expertise and enthusiasm. One student said, "This class was probably my favorite class that I have taken so far, both because of the course content and Professor Adams' attitude throughout the semester. He always seemed so excited to be teaching us. He always made personal connections with his students and made the class even more engaging and fun. Thank you so much, Professor Adams, for making me excited to learn. Next, we have Dr. Andrea Barton Halsey, Faculty Research. Dr. Barton Halsey. She has strategically leveraged these activities to advance her research line. She had an outstanding year in terms of productivity in disseminating her work in scholarly publications and in presentations. Dr. Barton Halsey published 4 research articles, 3 book chapters, submitted 1 federal grant, and was an investigator on another research and training grant. She also gave 8 national presentations. She's been actively engaged in seeking funding with successful preparation and submission of an R21 and continuing her work on funded projects. Thank you. Marlya Broker, teaching in the major. Marlya? Okay. For nearly 8 years, Professor Broker has been a dedicated faculty member in digital media production, which she currently oversees as area coordinator. As a filmmaker and scholar, Professor Broker teaches in areas ranging from documentary theory to motion graphics, and she's had a large impact on both the technical quality of student documentaries, as well as the growth of our graduates as compassionate and critical thinkers. Kimberly Krass, teaching in the major. Dr. Krass is well deserving of this honor for her exemplary teaching. Each semester, Dr. Krass teaches many core undergraduate courses in the major and consistently receives outstanding student feedback. She has redesigned class materials to move to a flipped class and always goes the extra mile to engage students in scholarly thinking and application of knowledge. Dr. Aryana Farshad. No? Yeah. I must have pronounced it correctly because I got
Nope.
pronunciation. Ever since joining the School of Communication, Dr. Farshad has shown great enthusiasm for research. She quickly created research groups to motivate and help doctoral students, published her first book, and this past year was selected as the recipient of the prestigious McKnight Junior Faculty Development Fellowship. She can now add the Faculty Research Award to a growing collection. Dr. Brian Graves, Faculty Teaching Award. Oh. Dr. Graves continuously challenges his students to think beyond a classroom assignment, helping them to understand how a documentary can really be beneficial to give a voice to people without one. He teaches his students to acknowledge the powerful importance of using their skill sets to be better citizens in democracy. Congratulations on your teaching award. Dr. Graves is also recognized for the Foundational Course Excellence Award. Dr. Toby Graves, Graduate Teaching. Dr. Graves consistently receives outstanding student teaching evaluations that praise her contagious energy and enthusiasm. Through engaged class discussions that value students' individual backgrounds, Dr. Graves explores urgent social issues in her classes and draws critical connections to Tallahassee and the FSU community. Her extensive time living and volunteering in other countries additionally complements the prioritization that Dr. Graves places on the centering of global marginalized voices in the classroom. Dr. Shanta Haywood. Leader builder. For 2 decades, Dr. Haywood has been a leader in higher education, known for her collaborative and facilitative style. She brought that expertise to our classrooms and our college. She shepherded us, though, an equity, diversity, and inclusion strategic plan, and her process can be a model for other colleges. Her Women in Leadership and Empowered Students, along with the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion course, is preparing students for diversity in the workplace and beyond. She is a modest person and very generous with her time and energy. Many of us want to be the kind of leader she is when we grow up. Bravo, Dr. Haywood. And we also recognize you for receiving the Outstanding Teaching in the Major Award. Dr. Jae-hee Ho, they pronounced it differently than I was going. Jae-hee, yeah, Ger Ho. Faculty Research. He is an amazing tour de force, amazing. This guy has left no stone unturned. He is an active and productive researcher and engaged interdisciplinary collaborator whose research lies at the intersection of biomedical and health informatics, computer science, and information science. Recently named a fellow of the American Medical Informatics Association, Dr. He has secured more than 15 research grants, including NIH grants totaling over $10 million as provincial investigator or co-investigator. He is in the informatics lead and team lead of the Biostatistics, Epidemiology, and Research Design program of the UF-FSU Clinical and Translational Science Award. Congratulations. Mark Joad. Oh, I'd like to see him. Outstanding Teaching in the Major. Dr. Joad has been a committed member of the iSchool faculty for many years, most recently also serving as chair and co-chair of the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology degree. Dr. Joad draws on decades of teaching and industry leadership experience to ensure his students get the highest quality information technology instruction. Dr. Joad keeps a laser focus on teaching students in-depth technology skills they will need both for their first post-graduation jobs and their lifelong careers. Dr. Don Latham, faculty leader builder. Dr. Latham is also the recipient of the Outstanding Graduate Teaching Award. Dr. Latham has been nominated for and received numerous university, college, and school awards. Master's degree students in the School of Information have been known to organize their entire programs of study around Dr. Latham's courses because he is that awesome. And students at all levels appreciate his kindness, his patience, sense of humor, and admire his organization and scholarship. Don's research in information literacy and young adult literature informs much of his teaching, and he has been instrumental in helping lead the School of Information to its U.S. News #3 ranking in education for services for children and youth. Dr. Michelle Therian, Faculty Teaching Award. Dr. Therian consistently receives outstanding student evaluations and was nominated for a Graduate Teaching Award recently. She devotes extra efforts to planning how to engage our graduate students with real-world situations and problem-solving scenarios so they are well prepared to apply newly acquired knowledge and skills to clinical training. Dr. Therian goes above and beyond in her teaching to keep graduate students engaged in thinking, but also to build their self-confidence and self-efficacy in implementing augmentative and alternative communication supports. Dr. Therian, congratulations also in receiving the college's Outstanding Graduate Teaching Award. Professor Lucas von Holland. Oh, he's so much fun. He's probably somewhere doing something amazing, like, you know, who knows? He's amazing. Lucas is living proof of the adage that theater skills are life skills. Lucas meshes his theater background with his substantial education and work credentials in IT to provide an energizing and deeply rigorous learning experience for all of his students. He seamlessly transitioned from being an award-winning student to an award-winning faculty member in the School of Information. His teaching draws students in through vibrant and visceral examples and projects, and students leave his technology classes with skills and extraordinary problem-solving capacity. Dr. Paul Marty, excellence in online teaching. Dr. Marty embodies excellence in instruction. During his 2 decades at FSU, he has taught with expertise and unparalleled enthusiasm at the undergraduate, master's, and doctoral levels, and also excels in teaching both in person and online. He has more teaching award nominations than we could list, has won numerous school and college awards, and he has the distinction of having won both the undergraduate and graduate university teaching awards. He is in high demand as a guest speaker on all topics related to technology, innovation, and culture, and the most common feedback he receives is, "My favorite class at FSU." Excuse me. Mr. Chris New, outstanding undergraduate advising. Chris is a thoughtful and easygoing team member who joined our staff just before the beginning of the COVID pandemic. His remarks that advising at FSU is his retirement job after a lifetime in the banking industry. Well, you must have started when you were 2, right? And often jokes that he was not a very good banker. Though he was unsure whether he would make a good advisor, we can assure you that he is one of the best, and he has said numerous times that this is one of the most rewarding experiences of his career. Our students consistently recognize him for the work he does, and now his colleagues have recognized him as well. Chris' calming and professional demeanor are appreciated by everyone he encounters. He's an essential part of the CCI Student Services team, and we are undeniably delighted to have him. Congrats, Chris. Professor Eve Randari, the one, the only, woo! Inclusive teaching and mentoring. Eve Randari has been the keystone in undergraduate leadership and inclusivity, mentoring in the IT program. Student-led efforts that have bloomed as a result of Professor Randari's deft guidance include Women in IT, ICT, Sharing Experiences, WISE, the annual Women in Leadership Conference, Transfers Helping Transfers, and countless others. He's won numerous awards, including the Carl D. Perkins Humanitarian Award from FACTE, Florida Association for Career and Technical Education, the Faculty Seminole Award, FSU's Undergraduate University Teaching Award twice. Congratulations, Eve. Dr. Selena Snowden, Faculty Leader Builder. Dr. Snowden took initiative to expand the audiology clinic's community outreach and services to include screenings in Jefferson County schools and contracted services to students in Leon County schools. These new initiatives create additional opportunities for students to engage in training, experiences, and experiential learning. As the audiology clinic serves an increasing number of clients, Dr. Snowden has been instrumental in training additional billing staff and problem-solving administrative issues as they arise. Michelle Therian, outstanding graduate teaching. She consistently receives outstanding student teaching evaluations and was nominated for a graduate teaching award recently. She devotes extra efforts planning how to engage our graduate students with real-world situations. Dr. Therian goes above and beyond in her teaching to keep graduate students engaged and thinking, but also to build their self-confidence and self-efficacy in implementing augmentative and alternative communication supports. Dr. Sauna Tibi, Foundational Course Excellence. Dr. Tibi has taught the Introduction to Communication Disorders course each year since joining FSU in August 2016. She engages the students in ways that they can grasp the foundational information, build upon it, and use it in their future clinical training experiences. She goes above and beyond in her class sessions to keep the students engaged and thinking. What a wonderful group of talented individuals, and thank you for putting in the work that you do each day without an award or without being rewarded. And we all appreciate everyone's efforts today. And now for the CCI Outstanding Student Awards. Hooray! Okay, CCI Humanitarian of the Year. The CCI Humanitarian of the Year Award recognizes students exhibiting tremendous commitment to service. Emily Abru. Please stand. Please stand. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Is it Abru? Is that correct? Oh, good. As chair of FSU's chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association, Emily has led the way to support children's reading and writing skills at Hope Community. Emily has worked creatively around COVID protocols to create literacy experiences for the children there. She organized volunteers to record audiobook recordings and readings and create personalized activity kits. She created a YouTube channel with personalized playlists, including demo videos for planned activities and video read aloud using the books. Every week, Emily plans storybook reading activities and lessons and coordinates a growing list of volunteers. She is now able to work with the children in person and engages with families during the storytime hours. She coordinates donation drives through NSS LHA to provide reading and writing materials and to support repair costs at the Hope facility. Emily, thank you. Now we'll have our Outstanding Academic Leadership Awards, and these are for students demonstrating exceptional academic performance, service to the university, and other contributions inside and outside the classroom. Graduate Academic Leadership Awards awarded for leadership and service to the university or to their profession. First, we have Sarah Jane Avenry. Is that correct? Avenry? A-V-V-E-N-R. Sarah Jane? As an intern with the Ringling Circus Museum, Sarah has found opportunities to contribute to the university community. Sarah collaborated with Ringling to collect data from circus events from 1910 to 2019. The project's overall objective was to make Ringling's data more accessible to the public. The project has helped her to hone her decision-making capabilities, time management skills, project management abilities, and digital library strengths. Sarah's work has also provided her with an opportunity to learn about a variety of library and archive institutions. As a children's librarian, Sarah has been able to continue honing her leadership skills. She expresses gratitude for the instruction she received at FSU and is confident in the skills she has acquired. Matt Cusick. Matt is an outstanding leader and clinician. He excels academically, clinically, and in service to the profession. Matt represented FSU at the 2021 Florida Association of Speech Language Pathologists and Audiologists Convention in Orlando, where he led the student team to a second-place finish out of all the speech language programs in the state at the annual Knowledge Bowl. He's been an active research and teaching assistant and has an upcoming externship at Tampa General Hospital's Acute Care Rehabilitation Center, where he will continue to excel. Congratulations, Matt. Tracy Ippolito. Tracy demonstrates academic excellence through her exploration of the intersection of communication and complex issues. Her impeccable work ethic and commitment to research and service make her a true leader. Tracy serves as the graduate student representative for NCA's Applied Communication Division, volunteers for Tallahassee Animal Services, is co-founder of A Full Summer, an organization dedicated to helping feed hungry children during the summer months, and has been involved with the Center for Ocean Atmospheric Prediction Studies. Warm, caring, dedicated to fostering a positive learning environment and helping with worthy causes, big and small. Tracy is most deserving of this award. Congratulations. Ghazal Manzoor. I have to say, I've spent the past 5 months doing emceeing with Ghazal, which she orchestrated for the iSchool celebration of their 25 years of online learning. Of course, it was online, so we met for the first time today. Nice to meet you. Whatever this says, it's going to be true. Ghazal frequently expresses gratitude for the opportunity she has had to affect and inspire other young women, particularly in her home country, Pakistan. Ghazal is committed to promoting equity, diversity, and inclusion. At FSU, she served in numerous capacities: social media associate for the Diversity and Inclusion and Research and Teaching Organization, as a volunteer for the Center of Leadership and Social Change, and as a member of the CCI EDI Steering Committee. Ghazal notes her passion is to make the world a more inclusive place. Ghazal hopes to pursue her PhD in information at FSU upon graduation. Ghazal, you are a change maker. Congratulations. Outstanding Undergraduate Academic Leadership Awards. Now we're getting down to it. Okay. Rachel Hester. Here. Good. Star Alliance membership has allowed Rachel to collaborate with and learn from other CCI student leaders. Rachel cherishes her experiences tutoring 25 local high school students through the CCI Army Educational Outreach Program. After graduation, Rachel will continue building her leadership abilities at CITI, and aspires to return to FSU to recruit and inspire other young leaders. Rachel is also the recipient of the Jean T. Sharon Undergraduate Student Award. The Jean Sharon Award is given to outstanding students in IT and ICT who've excelled in multiple areas, including academic, research, school service, and community service. Congratulations, Rachel. Derica Par-Thundil. Derica exemplifies core values in the field of communication science and disorders. She is passionate about access to language for all children and will pursue a career in audiology. She understands that creating change in the world requires advocacy, and she used this understanding to present her work at posters at the Capitol, in which she shared her findings with several state senators. Derica serves on the DEI committee as Vice President of Special Olympics at FSU and has served as a member of the American Sign Language Club and is lab facilitator for ASL classes. So proud of her achievements and can't wait to see what she accomplishes in this life. Outstanding Student Organization Group Awards, presented in recognition of group service that demonstrates leadership and student engagement. The FSU chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association School of Communication, Science, and Disorders. The FSU chapter of the National Student Speech Language Hearing Association. If there are any members present, please stand. Oh, very good. Okay. This is a pre-professional organization for students who are interested in working in the field of speech language pathology or audiology. This year, members raised over $4,000 in support of World Hearing Day, the FSU Speech and Hearing Clinic Playground, the Big Bend Hope Community, and the FSU Food for Thought Food Pantry. Members also organized Hope Bedtime Stories, NSS-LHA research rounds, senior mentorship, graduate school panel events to promote community involvement and professional enrichment. The FSU chapter continues to create new and exciting ways to get involved in our campus and greater Tallahassee communities. Kimberly Krass is faculty advisor. Thank you to the student members. And award goes to Transfers Helping Transfers, School of Information. THT, are any of the members present to stand? Thank you. THT provides opportunities for transfers students in CCI to meet other students, hosts social events, shares information about campus services, and connects with the university's Transfer Leadership Institute. Students from THT also regularly visit TCC to speak with potential IT student transfers and provide resources. Eve Randari serves as faculty advisor, of course. Thank you, THT, for the difference you make. And next are the Student Leadership Council Student Leadership Awards. The CCI Leadership Council Student Leadership Award is given to a student from each school who has demonstrated outstanding leadership and exceptional academic performance. These are the award recipients. Lauren Horner, School of Communication. Lauren recently finished her term as president of the FSU Advertising Club, where she coordinated workshops, mentorships, and a trip to Miami to visit agencies for the club's members. She also has positions in other activities on campus, such as being the layout director for Strike Magazine, the head book designer for Arrowhead Advertising, and a director's ambassador for the School of Communication. Her nominator said, Lauren has been an excelling student and leader for as long as I can remember. Every school year, she finds a new way to go above and beyond to apply herself the very best way she knows how. Congratulations. And now we have Georgie Taylor, School of Communication Science and Disorders. Georgie is a determined communication science and disorders student who is actively engaged within her major and on campus. Georgie currently works as an undergraduate research assistant to the Children's Literacy and Speech Sound Lab at CCI at FSU. Not only is she currently working as a research assistant, but she also works at the Department of Fraternity and Sorority Life, where she works as an administrative assistant. During her time at FSU, Georgie has held leadership roles within her sorority, Alpha Gamma Delta, and the Pan-Hellenic Association at FSU. Her nominators described her as driven, empathetic, and dependable. Okay, Rachel Hester, School of Information. Rachel currently serves as president of Coeducation, where she helps organize and lead workshops that provide knowledge of programming to students on campus. She also is currently a member of the STARS Alliance and works at the College of Communication and Information as an ICAMP and AEOP ambassador. Rachel previously worked at the IT help desk as a technician. That's a tough job, with all of us calling, oh my, for the College of Communication and Information. Her nominator recognized her ability to go the extra mile in her leadership, that she is an extraordinary role model, and that she has made countless contributions through her professional and extracurricular involvements while at Florida State. Great job, all. And now we will recognize individual school awardees. And I would like to ask Dr. Elizabeth Madden to announce the awards for the School of Communication Science and Disorders. Is
Thank you.
Dr. Elizabeth Madden?
Yes, I'm here on Zoom. Thank you, Christy. Can everybody hear me okay? Wonderful. Well, I'm very happy to announce the student awards for the School of Communication Science and Disorders. Our first award goes to Austin Thompson for being our outstanding doctoral student. Anyone who knows Austin would agree that he is an exemplary doctoral student with a bright future. He's academically strong, proven by his recent training grant from NIH and 4 publications at top-tier journals. He's also an excellent teacher mentor, easily loved by his students in the classroom and research lab. Austin has served as research mentor through the FSU UROP program. And lastly, he has contributed to the field by serving as a reviewer and committee member for prestigious journals and conferences in speech language pathology. Congratulations, Austin. Our next awardee is Temi Omoteo. She is our outstanding main campus master's student. Temi's skills in the classroom and clinical setting are both very top-notch. Her supervisor shared that she is not only excelling in the clinical aspects of her job, but she goes above and beyond in all ways. She helps out with projects, including sponsoring a school family for the holidays, throwing a party for her students, and volunteering as the photographer at an event for the clinical clients. She is greatly missed by the speech therapists and Oak Ridge teachers and staff that she's been working with. We know she has a very bright future as a speech language pathologist. Congratulations, Temi. Our next awardee is Taylor Austin. She's being recognized as our outstanding distance learning master's student. Taylor Austin is in her second year of the Distance Learning Speech Language Pathology graduate program. Her community supervisor nominated her for this award, reporting that she is an exceptional clinician. The many strengths highlighted by her supervisor include being natural, confident, and charismatic energy, inquisitive clinician posing great treatment plan questions, recommendations, and modifications for new and existing patients. She's eager to apply her feedback. She's sensitive to different backgrounds, cultures, SES, and varying diagnoses. Congratulations, Taylor. Christina Ubitea is being recognized as our outstanding bridge student. In a cohort of strong students, Christina has been truly exceptional. In addition to stellar academic performance, she voluntarily filled leadership roles on the scribe team, helping other students with note-taking accommodations, and also on the Mac expert team, helping students use class technology on Apple computers, while also assisting and mentoring new students in her cohort. Congratulations, Christina. Our final award goes to Olivia Flood. She is our outstanding undergraduate student. Olivia excelled in her coursework and always sparked engaging class conversations. She has showed a deep interest in learning best practices for working with clients from culturally and linguistically diverse populations and those who are underserved. For her thesis, she is conducting a review about children who are experiencing neglect, and she will create a clinical tool about trauma-informed care for children. Olivia has her eyes set on improving the lives of young children with vulnerabilities, and she will carry that passion on to graduate school. Congratulations, Olivia. To our students in the School of Communication Science and Disorders, we say congratulations. We are very proud of you and all of your achievements. Way to go. I now am going to pass the mic to Dr. Yolanda Rankin in the iSchool.
Good afternoon. I am delighted and honored to announce the awards for the School of Information. First category, Outstanding Graduate Student Awards, Doctoral Student. This award goes to Fatih Günaydın. Fatih has collaborated on numerous research projects with his peers and several faculty members at the iSchool, which have resulted in multiple publications. He has made significant contributions to important research endeavors, such as evaluating the accessibility of a database for visually impaired users and the Big Health Data Project. Fatih is also a research associate at the Peaks Laboratory and an assistant editor for the Archival World Journal. Congratulations, Fatih. Category Doctoral Research Student. This award goes to Muhammad Prabhu Wibowo. Prabhu's research includes open data information policy and research data management. The COVID-19 pandemic encouraged him to examine open data and scientific data sharing. Prabhu is also a nominee for the university's prestigious Outstanding Teaching Assistant Award, and it is well-deserved. He has done an outstanding job in every class that he has been assigned to TA and demonstrates a willingness to go the extra mile with his students, following up with those who have fallen behind and working to make sure that each one can be successful. Congratulations, Prabhu. Next category, Doctoral Graduate Teaching Assistant Award goes to Haneem Maria Astuti. Haneem is also a nominee for FSU's Outstanding Teaching Assistant Award. Haneem goes on to say that receiving this award inspires her to continue learning and honing her skills. Coming to us with a rich background as a lecturer, Haneem has taught and TA'd courses in information systems management, IT and older adults, exploring emerging technologies, and ethics. She shows great skill and attention to her students, taking care to ensure that each has potential to be successful in her class. The School of Information is very proud to call Haneem one of our own. Congratulations. Next category, Outstanding Graduate Lead Instructor. This award goes to Obianuju Aliche. Obianuju has assisted in teaching graduate and undergraduate courses both face-to-face and online. She has assisted in 3 separate classes thus far, 2 undergraduate courses and 1 graduate level course. Uju has been fortunate to be able to elaborate on her research interests in each of the courses that she teaches. The ability to use her research interests in the classroom has not only fueled her passion for teaching, but also inspired new instructional practices. Congratulations, Uju. Next category, Outstanding Masters in IT Student Award goes to Fazan Ali. Fazan is interested in data analytics and health informatics as areas of research. Fazan speaks highly of his IT course experiences and instructors. Fazan's exposure and mentoring during his master's degree has helped him better grasp his research focus on blood disorders and cancer patients' information behaviors. As such, Fazan plans to enroll at FSU in summer 2023 to pursue a PhD in healthcare data analytics, and we are excited for you to join that PhD program. Congratulations, Fazan. Next category, the F. William Summers Award. This award goes to John Smick. John's passion for information literacy and policy stemmed from the spread and propagation of COVID misinformation and election disinformation. John hopes to investigate the internet's impact on information literacy and its effect on our communities. John enjoys helping his classmates identify core issues and consider opposing views during class to enrich the learning experiences. He served his community as a disaster mitigation grants manager for the Department of Economic Opportunity, and now as a grants officer in the FSU Office of Sponsored Research. Congratulations, John. Students in the School of Information, we congratulate you and we applaud your achievements. Well done. I'm going to ask Dr. Jordan to announce the awards for the School of Communication.
That picture needs to come down because I don't want you to see the young me and the older me. May I remove this? Okay. Patience. All right, I'm going to first apologize, and you can call it an excuse. I am having double vision right now for some reason. And so if I mispronounce your name, this is why. Anyway, and I also want to, where's Elaine? Elaine told us presenters that we could add some season to our presentation. And I hope you don't regret it once, once you hear what I have attempted to do. All right, here we go. Now it is time for our final action. For the School of Communication, I'm Felicia Jordan Jackson. Outstanding students from around the world under the direction of Dr. Patrick Merle. We'll begin our journey with outstanding doctoral student. Kyung Won Kwan can be described as prudent. With 2 publications in 2021, she is showing other students how it should be done. Her research focus is advertising, you see, corporate social responsibility. She is a diligent worker. She shows that she cares, described as collegial, kind, and well-prepared. Our next award is Doctoral Teaching Assistant. I can tell you, working with her is time well spent. I know this because in her very first semester, she was assigned to me, and I highly respect her. She is no other than the outstanding Miss O, Oladoyin Abiana, specifically, you know. She is organized and pays attention to details, and her heart is in Nigeria, from whence she hails. In your teaching and research, great things we've observed. Congratulations, Oladoyin, an award well deserved. Moving on to the Doctoral Research Award. This student has been working since he came aboard. Christopher Garcia, your success you should clone. 3 publications in 1 year alone. Selected for NCA's Doctoral Honors Seminar, I think we'd agree Christopher Garcia will go far. Now we recognize our master's student success. We begin with the students in MCS. To his scholarship and teaching, we can't help but hark. This award goes to June Ho Park. His contributions thus far can be described as fab. He's a great mentor in the Cognition and Emotion Lab. In his future, he sees Dr. June Ho. He's laying the foundation, so I'm sure he's ready to go. Moving right along to Masters in IMC. Last name Colgrove, first name Jessie. Supporter of our students, helping them all she can. She wants them to succeed and meet course demands. She's reliable, hardworking, and shows consistency, welcomes every chance to grow intellectually. This type of student we can surely condone. We are very fortunate to count her as our own. Jordan Cantrill has Can in her name. Master's student in PIMC is from where this honor came. Public interest media is what PIM stands for, and Jordan is all deserving of this and even more. Cable news framing of transgender athletes, an engaging thesis title, to say the very least. Also look for Jordan in the circus of FSU as a warrior superhero, recycling alien to name a few. Teaching is a big part of what we all do. With TAs at our side, we do it better, that's for sure. Said El Hyatt is our top master's TA. It is he to whom we give this honor today. He consistently meets with students to make sure they are prepared to deliver their best speeches, even though they're sometimes scared. We offer 2 speech awards. I'll explain what I mean. The first for top teaching instructor, SPC 1017. Uluwabaseo Oyeninyi on deck this time. Though she guides her students with firmness, she is always very kind. She can really manage a classroom, a role model you can bet. Regardless of what she's doing, she treats everyone with respect. Another top teaching award for the speech course our majors take. It's for the top teaching instructor, SPC 2608. The coordinator and lab instructor is held in high regard. The person to whom I'm referring, none other than Logan Ward. It takes a person like Logan to lead this special section. It is reserved for students who report high communication apprehension. Logan is described as caring and willing to assist, a steady guide, a calming force. I'm sure you get the gist. We now turn our attention to Hispanic Marketing Com. As a Guatemalan American, Fort Lauderdale is where she is from. Her track record here is awesome. This I must say, the honoree that I speak of, none other than Karen Duarte. She chose an awesome major, IMC among the best. Along with that, a multicultural marketing certificate. For nonprofit Salvaterra, she created a campaign. Was Farmer to Farmer Award runner-up, she's in the right domain. She is the kind of person who is ready and willing to go. She was an intern and she volunteered in Rabat, Morocco. We stay with multicultural marketing and recognize Giordano is the last name, the first name, Caroline. She's Brazilian-American born in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Caroline was awarded the Corzini Scholarship here. She helped to shine the light on HMC in many ways, including promoting the center and social media campaigns. I pause to deviate from my normal rhythmic rhyme to show due respect for the Matthew Grindy Prize. Tracy Ippolito. This award commemorates Dr. Matt Grindy's commitment to excellence in scholarship, teaching, and creating community among faculty, staff, and students in the school. Tracy Ippolito has emerged as a leader and peer mentor, building community among her doctoral cohort during trying and isolating times. She has also revealed herself as a gifted and caring teacher, dedicated to purposeful and welcoming interaction with students while maintaining a timely and important program of research in science and environmental communication. We are delighted to honor her with this prestigious award. Congratulations, Tracy. We now turn our attention to our outstanding undergrads. These particular students have made us all their fans. The advertising award goes to Francesca Nocolita Fedorka. She'll go the extra mile for you. For that, we've got to adore her. An outstanding leader, supportive with integrity, planner extraordinaire, strong in building strategy. For media communications, or MCS will fit, we recognize our very own Miss Ray Ann Quick. Our oral narrative history project was dear to her heart. This summer, she'll work on an exhibit for the Museum of Fine Arts. Ray Ann is very sharp and academically driven. In her time here tells the story. Her success is a given. The next undergraduate for this honors induction is Chris Arendt in media production. He excels in all areas of our stellar program. Documentarian, videographer, his talent is no scam. He is eager to hone and master his craft. We know he'll be successful in his chosen path. Moving on to the area with negotiations, our next major honor is in public relations. The honoree would never allow us to skulk. I present to you our student, Hannah A. Falk. She demonstrates care for community. She exemplifies core values many want to see. A strong leader in our org, FPRA, an advocate at the Capitol, she has a lot to say. She fights for the things she thinks are right. She's great all around. Her future is bright. Hispanic marketing is what the title says, as we recognize our student, Maria Benitez, a first-gen student from Florida, Belgrade, and employed as a mentor with Bonita Juarez. The goal is to empower Hispanic students to be leaders, role models, and Maria is doing it. Multicultural Marketing is the award we are on, and we're happy to recognize Ms. Naya Lando with internships done at Leo Burnett. You've laid the groundwork. Your future is set. The American Advertising Federation did say you're the promising multicultural student in the field today. We would be remiss if we did not file the next award to Mr. Andrew Rothschild. You may have already made this deductions. We are highlighting his work in media productions, helping to tell student athletes' stories, broadcasting their statistics to give them glory. When you need information, Andrew's the one. His hard work and dedication is second to none. What radio station do we know is best? Well, duh, that's easy, WVFS. No riddle, no guessing, no clever little twist. We recognize our own Miss Kaya Youngquist, assisting with PR at V89 with a particularly deft touch in graphic design. No question, Kaya Youngquist, a big part of the team, as during the pandemic, she led Team Zine. Proactive, productive, and energetic force. Thanks for your contribution to our FSU voice. One final thing before I go, our honors in the major we cannot ignore. These are bright scholars who chose to take the time to explore certain topics for more answers to find. Won't read the whole titles of these theses themselves, but the names of each student and advisors who helped. Ann Wilson's work was on Sandy Hook. Dr. Prophet was her guide during this fascinating look. A comprehensive ethical analysis was the way she explored how cable news covered that day. Emily Sara explored media and health. How do we respond to messages against e-cigarettes? Her advisor, you must know, there's no debating, is none other than our own Russell Clayton. The next is a name you've heard before. About Ray Ann Quick, there's still much more. Her research topic, LGBTQ+, amazing archival research that informs all of us. Her faculty advisor, who might it be? Why, it's our outstanding scholar, Dr. D. That's Dr. Nud. Want to know more about these scholarly pieces? I encourage you to read their honors thesis. One last thing I want to say out loud. Congratulations, students. You have made us proud. And now back to our dean, Dr. Stephen McDowell.
Thank you to our presenters, especially Dr. Jordan, for bringing some poetry into our afternoon. That's wonderful. I want to tell one story before we go. You saw the Dr. Matthew Grindy Prize. I just want to give you a little background on that. It's a very interesting story. Matt Grindy was a doctoral student in the School of Communication, and he was also the director of debate. He'd been a successful debater as an undergraduate, and then also was a debater, I think maybe a coach at University of Miami. And he was also a great scholar working with Dr. Davis Houck on some civil rights rhetoric pieces. He got cancer and struggled with that for, I'm not sure, a couple of years. But by that time, when he was getting close to the end, we were able to establish with the university that he'd done really the equivalent of a doctoral dissertation. He'd published a number of book chapters and papers. And so we were able to go over to the hospital in February of 2008. And the president, T.K. Weatherall, and the provost, Larry Abel, and our dean, John Mayo, and we went to the hospital room and conferred the doctoral degree to Matt. And it was interesting because I was leaning over to talk to him. His message to me was, keep the debate program going. So that was the last thing he was thinking about. And then he passed away about, I think, 4 days later. We went over on a Friday afternoon. So it was a great story. I think both of kind of the quality of students that we have, but also that how the university was responsive to a very unique individual and his needs. So anyways, it's meant to be a story that demonstrates, I think, the caring of our university and the caring of our college. But I want to leave you all with a great thanks and recognition for your accomplishments. And thank you all for joining us both in person here and on Zoom. And it's wonderful to be back together again. And the other thing, I think I need to just look at the book here. We want to thank the Honors and Awards Committee, Amy Rice, Brooke Badu Ott, Christy Chapman, Chris Constantino, Elizabeth Madden, Kimberly Amos-Tata, Linda Saucer, Misha Lawrence, and our communications team, Eve Randari, Michael Walsh, and Roger Batia Lacourte. And I especially want to thank our big key organizer, Elaine Howard, who's back in the corner here. She's been putting this whole thing together and serving as our Zoom jockey and PowerPoint jockey. So both in and letting people in who decided late that they wanted to join us virtually. So Elaine's got a tremendous contribution to the college overall, but especially today, this has been a really busy day, but a really major accomplishment for Elaine. So thank you all again for joining us.